Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Auteuil Racecourse here on Monday. It is the 28th of February, 2022. We're going to look at the stakes races on the program from Auteuil, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Hit 5 for more selections for racecourses around the world, and I mean it around the world. It's the first fixture in Paris of the year over the for the jumps horses, and it's a good fixture here from Auteuil. So we're going to look at the stakes races 1 and 6. We have a listed race and a graded race. The first race, it's the BEUGNOT hurdle. It's listed hurdle going for a purse $108,000. Race for 5-year-olds and upwards. 16 horses are going 3,600 meters or 2 miles and 1/4 over the hurdle course. I'm going to take the one horse Bonaparte sizing as a top selection. We'll go 110 in the forecast exacta. 110 forecast exacta. Top selection one horse Bonaparte sizing. 8-year-old owned by Vordenord. James Reevely's on this one. The horse's most recent outing came the 20th of November at Auteuil. 2 miles and 1/4 in a handicap hurdle. He finished third by 3 3/4 lengths. It was definitely an improvement off the race before. He found the good to soft ground, which he absolutely loves. He jumped well. He quickened up a lot. He just couldn't get the victory, but he improved off the race before. He had blinkers on, which has really been the key for him for success. He's going to get the blinkers on today. Back to Auteuil, where it's a horse for course kind of course. I think he really run a good race. Two back were in listed hurdle at Compiègne, 2 miles to 8 on 30th of October. First off the long refreshing, he finished 5th by 20 lengths. He had a few mistakes. Never really concentrated on the run. I do think he need the race there. And then in a handicap hurdle here at Auteuil in May, the 23rd, 2 miles to 8, and that day he finished 11 by 23 lengths, completely hit the wall, just wasn't getting into it. And then he pulled up for the race before here at Auteuil in April in a very tough handicap hurdle where the wheels were spinning and never really get going. He runs well off the bench. He actually won here last year in this one, winning by a nose. He was all out, but he jumped a great race with a high weight. He's going to be the high weight horse again here at 158 pounds, but he's come this race well. At 5-1, let's give him a shot. Second likeliest winner here is a 10 horse Husco Vallis. His most recent races in Po haven't been half bad. He's been close with no cigar. Coming here to Paris, we'll give him a shot. Something I've noticed, these horses that come from Consommés and Po, they get a little overbet at times. The form in Paris is very tough, and I do think the horses when they come from Po and Nice are just, like I said, they're just a little bit overbet. I think they're a little lesser quality horses, but I think at 10-1 his form has, at 6-1 his form hasn't been half bad. We'll have to use him in the place pot, but to recap my selection for the first from Auteuil, it's pretty big on a hurdle. Let's take the one horse Bonaparte sizing, give kudos to the 10 horse Husco Vallis, 110 forecast exacto, 110 in the place pot. To the featured 6th race now from Auteuil, which is the Grade 3 Prix Robert de Clermont Tonnerre Chase. It's a grade 3 event for Class 1 horses going for a purse $153,000. Race for 5-year-olds and upwards. 11 horses are going the distance of ground of 4,400 meters or 2 miles and 3/4 over the hurdle course. As a top selection here, we're going to go take the number 7 horse Eddie de Blame. We'll go 7-11 in the forecast exacta. 7-11 forecast exacta. Top selection 7 horse Eddie de Blame. 8-year-old going by Catchanor. Get him Messieurs on this one for Francois Nicole. The horse's most recent again, 23rd January at Po. 3 miles and 1/4 in the Grade 3 Grand Prix de Po Chase. And the horse finished third by 5 lengths. And it's the lukewarm 4-1 favorite. He just never had a good turn of foot late. He was jumping well early on, but lacked something late. Coming here off the bench, back to Auteuil, back to Paris, I think he really ran a good race. He's another horse, he hasn't won in quite a while, but he's been running very good races as of recently. 2 back in the Grade 1 Prix La Jocelyn Chase here at Auteuil on the 7th of November, 3 miles to 8. He pulled up out of it, he fell out of it. What can you do? He just couldn't stay afloat there. And then the Grade 3 Prix Heros Chase here at Auteuil, 2 miles 3/4 on the 10th of October. He finished 4th by 14 lengths. His wheels were spinning. I thought he still had a little bit too heavy ground for his liking. And also, it was a very tough Grade 3. Then a listed chase here at Auteuil in September, 2 miles 3/4 there. He finished second by 3 1/4 lengths. First off the refreshing, I do think he needs to race. He runs very well second off the break. Not the world's toughest race. At 8-1, we'll give him a shot here. Your second likeliest winner is the 11 horse here, Hacienda. Kevin Abet's on this one. His race most recently here at Auteuil in November hasn't been half bad. He won by 5.5 lengths again against lesser quality horses in that conditions race, but she took off clear. Before that, she ran in a Grade 3 here locally, and she jumped again quite easily. An all-around easy race for her there, and then she placed before that at Compiègne. Her form hasn't been half bad. She's going way up the class ladder, but at 15-1, I'm going to give her a shot at being the low weight here. But to recount my selection for the 6th race from Auteuil, it is the Prix Robert de Clermont Tonnerre Chase. Gonna go with the 7-horse Eddie Blame. Give kudos to the 11-horse Hacienda. 7-11 Forecast Exacta. 7-11 both in the place pot. So good luck to them. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.